forget how long it takes to start streaming. I'm gonna just start talking. We're playing Rimworld. Yeah, so Rimworld, great game, highly recommend. You know, I think whether you know the game or you don't, I'm gonna just go into the game because then you'll enjoy it when you go back and watch this or whatever. So Squid has lost an arm, unfortunately. No, leg. Sorry, guys, it's even worse than I thought. So her left leg is gone. So that means she only has 48% moving. So Squid, you know, Squid is just somebody I have to watch. I always have to watch what Squid is doing because she's got one leg, you know, and she might not make it. So Squid here, she's of tribal origin, female, age 18. So biologically, she is 18. The 17, what that means is she spent 17 years in cryo sleep. So she was asleep in cryostasis for 17 years. But, you know, cryostasis in terms of the way that we understand it in a science fiction nature, you don't age. You know, you wouldn't age, you know, even for 100 years or maybe, 250 years. I mean, that's where you start getting problems. You know, if you start going to like 300 years in terms of how we understand our own bodies and technology, you know, even with perfect regeneration, 300 years is like a long time. Anyway, so Squid, but she's 18, so you think of her as just one of the kids. She's one of the kids here. So Alboyo, he's a brave. I think that's a title. It's a tribal title that's a little bit higher. 25-year-old male. He's fast walking and kind. You know, he's got a couple of passions. I mean, you know, I expect big things from you, Alboyo. I expect big things. All right. This fucking guy, 55, he's a butcher, so he's professional, so he's into cooking and animals here, so he knows how to deal with, and he's a gourmand, so he's a cook. I mean, dude, this guy's goated. He's 55 years old, but he's got the highest social in the group, so he's got a 5 on social, so I'm using him as my warden and my trader, but great cook, right? Great fucking cook. This is Regatta, only 17, and she spent 16 years in cryo sleep. Steadfast. That's it. So just mental break threshold, like it takes more to break her. So she's like kind of tough, which is literally exactly what I want. Like, so, you know, Regatta, she's just going to be one of the all-stars of just all time here. Hansel. So this guy, he joined my group. He crash landed in a pod, and he joined my group. He has chemical interest, which is not good. You can pause. Pessimist is not good. And violent, being incapable of violence is, you know, let me just say this for all of the political people here. Like, if you're incapable of violence, then you are going to be the one that is committed violence upon. Right? So being defenseless and kind of always going for nonviolence, or the point of being kind of like, oh, I would never, even if they were hitting me in the face, I would not hit them back. It's like, well, what happens when they kill you and then there's no justice, you know? So anyway, I'm getting off track. So he cannot shoot and he cannot melee. He's good at animals, but yeah, this guy is just going to be... He's not going to make it, is all I'm going to say, guys. Because if you're incapable of being violent ever, then you're not going to make it. Lena, so teetotaler, that is, they avoid alcohol and drugs, which, I don't know, that one really doesn't mean anything because you can get bonuses and penalties, you know, so it's because it's like a role-playing video game. But yeah, this is like our purist. She's a brawler, so she prefers to be in melee. She doesn't like shooting ranged weapons, so she has a spear. Very neurotic too, though. So she's really fast. So Lena's the type of person that I need to kind of babysit her a bit. Like, she's a great worker, but she has this high mental break threshold, right? And that can be a problem. She has a wooden foot on her right leg, too. 19 years old. So Lena, I'm gonna have to, you're gonna have to be protective of this person here. This is what we're gonna have to do through this. And she's currently on a food binge because she was rebuffed by Regatta, who I already said is like one of the all-stars here. And then Iroh also joined, just 21-year-old female. Incapable of caring, which is not a big deal. It just means they can't treat themselves. I mean, effectively, it just means they won't be able to treat themselves on the battlefield. So this is more so just an RPG thing of like, imagine if Iroh, like we get hit on a raid and Iroh gets hit and they kidnap Iroh, and then Iroh makes it like out to here, but then the guy carrying her bleeds out and dies. And then Iroh, if they're incapable of doctor work, would not be able to save themselves. And I think, man, what a terrible, tragic thing. So we have to protect Iroh. We have to protect her from that fate, I guess you could say. All right, anyway, those are my people. Yeah, so I have corn and rice. I got a pen with... Obviously, they're consuming more than there is growth. That's kind of how it is, though. I mean, there's really not a reason to try and stay under that number. I usually have this number like 4 times as much as that number. And it affects fertility, but I mean, it can affect. Maybe it affects the rate at milk and egg production, which I guess that makes sense. I mean, at a certain point, you do need to start culling your animals, and again, that's another valuable lesson. Like farmers and real, blue collar people, they understand that sometimes you have to like slaughter, the farm animal. Or the animal that you are, taking to market as a product. And I mean that, I don't know, that's hard. Again, it's difficult for like some liberals, younger liberals to understand. I mean, farming, yes, we have like lab grown meat, and I think that's a good idea, personally. And I mean, if we can basically just slowly replace the mass, I totally believe in replacing like mass agriculture in terms of animals, like the milk, like there's more chickens than there are people, and that kind of shit. It's like I think that would be fine, because I don't know, man. It kind of comes down to like some kind of spiritual argument, though, because the idea of like, we're giving these chickens lives that they wouldn't have had otherwise because we have GMO'd their genetics. We have genetically modified them to make them huge and meaty and then not require a lot of calories, and they don't move their whole lives and they just sit there. So, that is suffering. A lot, chickens in terms of what chickens are kind of a representation of like, is GMO like ethical? I don't know. I guess it gets to a certain point and it's unethical. So we've reached that point, I guess. Because there is a pretty big pushback. So for me, do I start just killing these and using them just as farm animals? Or am I a little bit more like connected to them? A little bit like maybe emotionally. Be like, oh, aren't these little ducks cute? Let's kill that one and that one. And I want one more. You. Boink. Alright, we're going to kill 3 male ducks. And I'm sure you understand why. Because we're going to use them for meat. Uh-oh, Hansel broke. What did he do? Wild iron casket. What the ass balls is that? One of the ortoposit moved. It appeared that it was infested. The confused insectoid. Holy... What? What is that? It's fleeing? Dude, hold on. I don't know what the fuck that is. Wildlife? I don't see him. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. I'm a little spooked. I mean, if you have not played the game before, anytime you see an insect... Alright, he's gone. I don't know what that means. I hope everything is going to be alright. I don't want to deal with any insects right now, okay, people? No insects for me. My name is Mr. William. You can call me Mr. William. Oh, Hansel's on an insulting spree. That's not good. We're gonna have to put a stop to that, and by put a stop to it, I mean enable his shitty behavior. Just like some of our mutual friends did with my ex-girlfriend. Because she was kind of a dick, and they would enable her shitty behavior. Alright, back to the video game. I'm having a healthy little sippy here. It's a low-calorie drink. Or, sorry, it's not low-calorie, it's low sugar. Yeah. Yeah, so I recommend the low-sugar diet, y'all. If y'all want some fucking... What's happening? Oh my god, they beat the shit out of Hansel. He probably deserved it. I don't know. Social. Log. So, Hansel... Oh, he went and just... Yeah, look. He called Iroh a seahorse, a rabbit, a panda, a moose. And then Iroh hit him. And he bit him, and he beat him. He slammed him. He hit him. And he beat him. And he smashed him. And then... Hansel, he dropped weakly. What? Alright. Yeah, so Hansel, again, I told you guys, like, we don't like this guy. And it's because he's incapable of being violent. I don't know, man, there's something weird about that. It is such a weird X factor. If you're incapable of being violent. What am I doing? I got distracted. There was some... Because that notice was up there. Was there something down here? I mean, the insect's gone. I don't know. Yeah, see, we already have one that grew up. 12 days old. Oh, look at all these duckies! Duckies! Yeah, they're coming in! Oh, a bunch of fucking duckies! Yeah! I don't know if there's a way to manage, like, how many... Yo, I want to auto-cut fucking... I want to auto-cut the animals. Yeah, like, man, I wish it would allow you to have some kind of automatic cutoff where they would automatically come out and slaughter. Is there, I mean, oh, auto slaughter. Oh, shit fucker. Slaughter. Let's do a little more, how about? I mean, honestly, let's not. Let's wait until we see what fertility caps out at, right? Because it's all about fertility. Dude, this is all Nazi science experiment shit, and it's interesting to do this in a, in a simulated environment. Because, like, doing what I'm thinking about doing, it's, like, unethical in real life. But there's so much in video games. You know, like, you're shooting people. I mean, you literally, you reload your magazine and you shoot people. So, I mean, video games aren't ethical. So I think it's interesting. You get to explore so much when you play video games about, like, what is ethical and, what you kind of can discover about yourself. It's kind of more about that. It's like, how do you play the game? Because everyone plays the game and everyone plays it differently. And so how do you play the game? And so playing video games, it gives you insight into that. Because everyone plays the game differently. And of course, by the game, I mean the game. The only rules of the game are not to think about the game. And if you think about the game, you lose. So everyone listening, you just lost. You fucked idiot. Yeah, let's do this. So this is my kill squad here. I have a mod called Running Gun. Makes my colonists pretty strong. Oh, fuck. Shoot him! Wait. We hit him! You fuckers! Oh my god. Wait. Can you treat her? I don't want her to die. Okay. She should be fine. Ribcage, cracks, stab, scratch. Okay. Didn't lose any limbs. Listen, guys. So, Regatta just got fucked up by an owlbear. And I was telling you guys how Regatta is like one of the goats. She's going to die in 10 hours if he misses this bandage. He didn't. So now he has 19 hours. Boom. No immediate danger. Good job, doctor. And let this be a fucking lesson to you how important fucking doctors are, dude. Oh my god. If you want to be a doctor or a nurse or help people, yes. That is literally because it's a skill that works everywhere in all settings, no matter what. We always need healthcare. Healthcare is 100% a permanent job to have in every sense of the word. So, just, yeah, if you want to go into healthcare, like, fucking recommend it. The other one is construction, of course. If you want to go into construction, do construction, yeah. I mean, especially in a leadership, position, some kind of, like a chief superintendent. Like, if you want to be a chief superintendent and just kind of, go from job to job, get paid a fuckload of money, I mean, just do that because construction, we need those people. Like, we need shitty fuck. Okay, I don't know who he's hunting. Actually, we're not doing it. But we're gonna get the hit squad together again. Okay. Okay, my boy, this is really bad. And Hansel's just standing here. I mean, this is why I hate Hansel. Alright, well, that's not good. Fuck. Build this one. Oh, my god, I didn't do it. Is she okay? Yeah, she's... Alright, here lies Albao. Again, he was a fast walker and he was kind. A lot of promise in that young man. He was 25, no children. And here we lay him to rest. That fucking owlbear. Damn. The unfortunate thing is like there's not a lot of time to mourn, because like we have so much to do. Like, if we agree that there's a lot of work we have to do, I mean, we can't just stop. I mean, we can feel a certain way, but we can't stop. If we stop working, if we stop living, if we stop being ourselves, whatever, kind of whatever phrase you want to use, you start losing your mind. I just realized I was silently texting someone. Whatever. I'm not gonna read my text out. I'm too high to not pay attention to what's going on in the game. Lena, oh no, Lena's going crazy. What does she need? I mean, you're fine. Dude, she keeps asking Regatta out. Wait, are they not friends? Oh, they're at 25. And then what about Regatta, though? Wait. She's only at a +7. Oh, is that what the mutual is? Lena flirted with Regatta. Regatta ignored her. Oh, man. Bro, it's so funny because they tell you this information in this game. And you could, follow that and laugh about it. But, dude, literally the fucking owlbears are trying to eat us. So I'm not, forgive me if I'm not fucking thinking about all the dumb shit that the people are doing. Whatever. Oh, he's not assigned to cooking. Who isn't? Dude, you can do this. Here, butcher this bitch before it expires. Do you need that to be clean? I don't know, man. Is that a mechanic? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you don't know what this game is, but it's Rimworld, the Colony simulator builder thing. I started out with no buildings at all, nothing built, and just my 5 naked people. Well, they have they have tribal cloth wear, right? What is it called? Tribal wear. Okay, yeah, I'm big dumb. A full body garment crafted using Neolithic tools. It may look primitive. It is effective at insulating them. So yeah, my people are basically like Neolithic, like from 10,000 years ago. But they're also like really smart. So I don't know, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of the idea of like you have some people who they actually are really smart. So like this fucking old guy, the 55-year-old, like his bio is that he's 6 intellectual and 5 social. 0 0 0 1 2 3 0 8. See, Lena is an intellectual. She has 0 social, but she's an intellectual. That's interesting. And then Iroh is 4 4. So Kambaka being 5 6 just means he's 20% more than the next closest person of being kind of intellectual. Except for Lena, though. And Lena's kind of like the young, one of the young up and coming. This is compacted machinery. They're holding a party. That's cool, bro. I got my hospital here. It's not very clean. I need to build, smithing, plate armor, long blades. Wait, I don't have a research project. Yeah, wait, hold on. Floors. Steel tile, there we go. Yes, I want steel tile in this whole room, and I want steel tile in this whole room, and that should do it. Because steel tile, as you can see, it gives a bonus to cleanliness. And having a clean kitchen and a clean hospital is actually an important mechanic in this game. And I think that, again, is kind of a lesson for life. You want to have a clean kitchen? You want to have a clean hospital? You don't want to be bombing your hospitals, for example. So, like, if you're like bombing a hospital, then like you've got the game fucked up, right? Because it's like, at what point is it gonna be like, oh, that's a fake hospital, like it's not real? It's like, dude, like there were people in there. No, that was a fake. It was a military base. It wasn't a hospital. It's like, dude, no, that was a hospital and there were people in there. So anyway, having a hospital is important. And hospitals, the only other important thing is like food and hospital. That's all you need. And then, people just go live and work and do what they want. But you need food and you need hospital, and that's how you run a country. By the way, this is another episode of How to Run the Country. I'm going to kind of give you a little tutorial here via some kind of silly little indie colony sim game. I want to be clear, this is not really a capitalist economy, so I'm not going to be able to talk about the economy. It's also like a hellish landscape of survival and brutality, so... But, I'll try to show you where, like, in terms of ethics, in context of the circumstances, how things can kind of change a little bit here. Kambaka. Bro, he keeps botching the construction. We can't be doing that. Alright. Yeah, we're going to look at auto slaughter soon. We still have 20 fertilized eggs, so... Yeah, I don't know what that means, though. Because they're still very fertile. Yeah, egg progress. Hold on, I'm trying to pick on the right ones. Egg progress. I mean, they're all fertilized. I mean, so it's like, what is the mechanic here? Interesting. They all go to sleep on their little sleeping pad. Aw, I hope no raiders come and kill them all with a grenade launcher. It's funny because that could happen. Wildlife. Are there any turkeys? Oh, yes. Turkey, 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 turkey. I think everyone's like one on handle. Yeah, so hopefully I get those turkeys quick. Because anytime I want to get some turkeys, they need to be turkeying up here. These boys need to be getting out here and turkeying it. What's he doing? He's going for a walk? Okay. You don't deserve that. You know, I might remove this door because this is going to become a thoroughfare. Well, the hospital needs to be accessible. Maybe I should build a hallway. Dude, that's the thing. You gotta build hallways in this game. Oh. Maybe move one over. Yeah, wait, let's do this. This. I wanna deconstruct that. This is just gonna be a quick redo of this room. Where you can only go that way. Hold on. I didn't think about this. Actually, maybe we just deconstruct that. There. And then, yeah, you know what? I mean, we're gonna have to do this. And then put a door there. Yeah, I mean, that'll work. I think that works for now. I mean, I have a lot of labor needs. So let's talk about running a country, guys. So in terms of how to run a country, like if you're a patriot, you believe in your country, not so much like your religion or your race or your sex, or but you believe in your country. Your country, your fellow countrymen. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. It's who the people are, because you can build new buildings, you can knock down old ones. It's not about the buildings. It's not about the land. It's about the people. Because the people, that's the only thing that survives. It's the only thing that makes it to another generation, because everything else just kind of crumbles, right? There's no such thing. Nothing else in nature evolves in the way that humans do, or like pass on their, or obviously other advanced mammals, but we're not talking about that. So you got to have people. So it's all about the people here. I forgot what I was talking about, but the way you run a country, I mean, you need to make sure that your labor division is just intelligent, and I mean, like, labor is so interesting because you got to make sure that people are working the right jobs and that we're not, coming up short, or that we're starting to have issues because we're missing certain jobs. A big issue we have right now is that construction just doesn't have enough workers, just overall. And one of the causes of this is really just kind of generational housing price increases. So the idea that, like, in the 80s and 90s, like, renting a place or buying a new house was really not that bad. Like, it was becoming like an advanced, capitalist economy back then, and like getting to the point where we were really getting to like every different part of the economy and every different asset had its own unique strength and its own unique need and that kind of stuff. And to be clear, I'm sort of on the side that we're missing that now. We're kind of missing that. Hold on, I'm gonna put a thing here. Yep, that's whatever. We'll put it over here. The music stopped. It's so quiet suddenly. Indoor zone stockpile. We'll do this. We'll make it critical. Wait, this stuff, does it stack high? Oh yeah, I do have a mod that lets me stack stack stuff really high. Food. Raw food, sorry. So this is... We can do corn. Yeah, fuck it, dude. Let him have corn. No, clear all and then corn. And then let's change it to fucking critical. And I mean, as soon as that fills up with corn, because corn lasts a long time. Yeah, and I'm getting a lot of it. No, I think this is good. I'll use corn to just feed all of my fucking animals, kid. You know what I'm saying? Because, let's see, can they eat corn? Seeds, veggies. Yeah, I mean, that must be corn. And then what about ducks? I know that they probably can in real life. I mean, in real life, it's like, don't, you know, this game is not real, so don't, wait, fuck. I forgot where to go. Okay. Yeah, veggie seeds. Yeah, so I think they go. The fuck? Okay, nice. So, this is gonna turn into a real fucking farm in here, let me tell you something. I kind of want to protect it. This is like more vulnerable than other places. I kind of want to do that. I want to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna just build a big area there, and then I'm gonna do the same triple here, and then a triple here. So we're starting to build the defenses. Again, like, the way that you run a country is, yes, you do need defenses. And if you don't think you do, well, it's kind of like, well, the guy that does think you do is going to be having all your shit. So that's kind of like how it works. Because imagine if we have a huge, you know, global catastrophe. I mean, you know, if there was a meteorite or like a fucking solar flare, you know, and it really fucked up like some hemisphere, you are 100% guaranteed that there are going to be assholes just trying to take over, basically. So, like, you can count on that. So it's important to have an army. And I've already talked about this a bit in my other episodes, but it's basically the first thing you need to do. You need to, like, arm yourself. And that means, like, if you don't know how to fight, or if you're not armed, or if you're, you know, I mean, mostly if you're afraid, if you're a little bitch boy, if you're a little coward, like, you know, you can't face the truth and you can't, like, take a hit in the face and that kind of stuff. Like, if you're you know, pathologically afraid of violence, then you have to, again, and this is why I fucking hate Hansel, then you gotta have a look, man, because if it does happen, I mean, you're just gonna completely break and be worthless to everybody, and we don't need that. We just don't need people like that on Earth. I don't know, man. That sounds so fucked up, but like, it's such a good metric. Oh, whoops. Let's go, boys! Alright, Hansel, go wait over there, little bitch boy. Actually, hey, wait. Iroh, grab this. Good boy. Got his ass. Oh, he broke in here. Okay, that's kind of lame. Oh yeah, I'm getting raided. Ooh, headshot. That guy's going down. He's probably gonna die. Oh, that's good. Ooh, I might be able to get him. Capture. Did they set fire? No. Oh, they broke in there. Okay, build a copy. And build a copy. Oh, was that the hoopstone ring? You know what they like to do? They like to destroy the hoopstone ring game. Yeah, you motherfuckers don't get to have fun no more. It's so funny, man. This is like, these are like defense turrets. I'm gonna put these around the fucking perimeter, bro. They love attacking those first. It's so funny. Yeah, I'm gonna put those down there. A mad buffalo? Oh, fuck. Except for you. Stay up there. Shit. Who else can shoot? Why are you... What? Why are you out here? Dude, Hansel's about to get... Okay, I didn't mean for him to... Okay, well, I'm annoyed now. Because I think he's gonna die. Yeah, the Muffalo's gonna follow him in. Oh my god, we're gonna have an indoor fight. Because Hansel's incapable of violence again, so he can't even fight back when he gets eaten by a fucking bear. This is a herbivore, but he went mad. He's like Manhunter. Okay. Alright, good job, Hansel! Good job, idiot! Melee attack to die. Well, at least that was convenient. Alright. We did it. Wow, a lot happened really quickly there. I have not even looked at... Okay, some prisoner recruit. I've been talking about how to run the country so much. I've been doing that in real life, too. Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh yeah, research. Fuck, I keep forgetting. Let's just pick one. Let's just do... let's do double strand, because I mean, I'm thinking long term here, and I don't want to advance too much. Wait, who has... Okay. Yeah, he should be fine. We'll see. I mean, he's fine as long as somebody treats him. Who's my best doctor? Yeah, Lena. Another reason why Lena is one of the goats. This is, again, like doctors. Like, I think... I guess that could be my next part. I mean, it's farmers and doctors. Farmers and doctors is what happens after the army. So you have a fighting force, and then you need farmers and doctors. But that does, and you know, these names or whatever the professions that I'm mentioning right now, they're not the only good professions. Um, construction is important, but it's like it's more about like specializing in that. Like that's the first one you specialize in. I mean, you specialize in medicine too. I mean, obviously specializing in medicine. I mean, I would almost argue that there is no specialization in medicine, and the specialization is just people. Like what do people get sick of, and what do they want to be healed from? Or of. Like that's kind of what being a doctor is. So there's never been a full doctor because there's so much that no one person could ever figure it all out. So that's why we have like AI and shit. But construction is like, it's kind of interesting because we're not building ourselves. Like we're building for ourselves and like for our own benefit and all that, but like we're not building us. It's like building something else, technically. So anyway, I think it's fascinating. But you have stuff like teaching. I mean, teaching, when you think about it, teaching is like when you're ready to invest. You know what? I think this species is working out pretty well. I think this nation is going pretty good. Why don't we start teaching? Why don't we focus on teaching? That should be the first one. That even comes before military now. Should be teaching, because you can technically include the military in teaching. Or you can include medical, you can include doctorship. Or you can include construction. I mean, you can include anything in education. So, I mean, education should be number one of all things, because that's what projects the most power if you're a nationalist. It's what produces the most humanity if you're a humanist. It's what, elevates ethics the most if you're an ethicist. Whatever you're studying, education's got it, and that's because you have to learn. You got to be able to learn, and you got to be able to teach everybody. Everybody should. Eclipse time. Close. You guys ever realize that you're just your parents? I am my father. Deconstruct. I'm gonna build a new bed. Yeah, I'm gonna build a bunch of beds, dude. Actually, you know what? Let's build 3 in every room and take the best. Like, this is gonna be like championship fucking construction here. Let's do 1, 1, 1. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna see which one wins of each room, and then which one wins of blah blah blah. Alright, so awful's gotta go. We can't take any awfuls. This is a good. And the poor is going as well. The normal, the good, the normal. Ooh, so the poor is going. The normal, the awful's going. The normal, the poor is going. The good, the poor is going. The normal, the poor, normal, poor. Oh, a good. Ooh, a poor there, and a poor there, and a poor there. Okay. We have more than enough to go around, guy. Yeah, we got goods and normals for everyone. Yeah, I mean, awfuls, poors. Alright, dude. This is great. What about the prison? Because, like, it could be cool to do a little... Yeah, let's do a little prison little bit here. We'll build one there. Build one there. Nope. Regatta. Okay. do have a couple of traps here. I think the warg avoids them. Yeah, the warg is good at avoiding them. It said he's hunting regatta. You know what? Let Hansel tank. Okay. Alright. That's pretty good. Wait, where's that one? Am I stupid? 2x4, 1x2. Oh, yeah, I am. Wow, Mr. William, you're fucking retarded. Alright, more texting. More turkeys. How are they? Okay. Okay. When do you guys think we're gonna enter the space age? Because we're still in the industrial age right now. We like to say modern, but it's not. You know, the internet, like internet is not shit. Like internet is electricity, and that's it. It's like mass telephone calls. Like, wow, we can all talk to each other at once. It's like, oh, good job, humanity. What are you, stupid? You need to be colonizing other planets, dumbass. No, but we can see. Look, we can watch all the same video at the same time. Isn't that cool? It's like, yeah, but you're on one fucking planet. That doesn't work across planets. Like, if me and my buddy were, you know, one is in orbit around Mars and one of them's in orbit around Jupiter, we're not going to be able to have, like, a live conversation, okay? It's like a 30-minute delay or something. I don't know what the delay is between Mars and Jupiter. It's like 7 minutes from here to Mars, right? So... And it's actually like measurably seconds from here to the moon. Yes, sir. Bro, I've never seen that. I wasn't paying attention. I guess they all got plague. Can I eat them? Or are they plagued out? guy's having a fucking tantrum. I'm sitting here. Oh my god, I have to click through all of these. Can you like right click it? Oh my god, you can! Oh my god, I'm stupid. Please look away from the screen. No! I didn't realize you could right click it. Okay. Alright, good job, Doug. I don't really care. I mean, I have so many fucking ducks. Are they all gonna die of plague? Like all the way down to Adam and Eve? And I won't be able to reproduce them? Yo, who keeps knocking down my fucking gate? Are you fucking kidding me? Goddamn assholes. You botched the construction? Okay. Build. Yo, build this. Oh my god. Oh my god, he got it. Okay, good job. I think there's a mod to fix that. Like where like the gate just forever gets propped open and or the well the what is it? Here, I need you to push it. The construction spot being walked over. And so they cancel, you know, their auto order to open it. Normal pour. Okay, perfect. 4 normals. That's fine. So, who needed a bed? There's a normal. Alright, the good will stay in here. And then normal, good, normal. I think it's all just normals from now on. I don't have multiple goods. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do this. And do this. Reinstall. There, delete that. This is good. That's normal. Reinstall. And then, yeah, just a normal. Here. Uninstall that. Install. Alright, everyone has at least a good bed now. And that really helps. Like, the sleep is important. And again, another good way to run the country. Make sure everyone has just food and house. You know, food and house. Like, hey, do you have a food and a house? No, I don't. Well, come on, man. Let's get you a food and a house. You know, that's how you run a country. Because you know what's going to happen? The day after that, be like, oh, dude, now that I have a food and a house, like, I want to help, like, you know, like, build the town and build the country and, like, and help and do stuff. Because now that I have a phone and a food and a house, you know, like, I'm looking for something to do. You know, now that I'm, like, I feel human. I feel like a person. Oh my god, dude, my fucking group chat is getting way too, like, philosophical. I'm too high for this. Oh, we're talking about World of Warcraft economy, and then somebody brought up how, like, Chinese slaves in the 1800s built the railroads and we didn't give them anything and they're forgotten. It's like, yep. Goddamn. Squid? What is a squid? Oh, days. Yeah. I thought that said death. Hold on. I will be right back. I have to be out. bathroom. I did 20 push-ups. I forgot to get water. I should probably grab water. Alright, come up here to the bulk goods trader. Let's see what we got over here. Okay, boy. Let's see here. They got hen and rooster. That's fine. I've already got ducks. I don't need that. So they do have yaks. That's expensive. Let's see. I'm probably just going to sell some leather here. What have I got? Carabel. I got a lot of different leathers. I'm going to keep the plain leather. Maybe the light leather. Bird skin, lizard skin, blue fur. Yeah, let's get rid of camel hide. You know, the panther fur. Nah, I guess we're good. Wolf skin, that's fine. Bear skin. No, Carabel. See, Carabel, I think we should keep that one. Yeah. Because we see them boys a lot. Plain leather, light leather. I think those come from something. I don't even know. Let's see. We're gonna make a lot of money here, so we could buy some. A rug. Ooh, a pool table. Hey, y'all want a marble poker table? Yeah, we're getting a marble poker table. We're gonna put that right in the middle of the barracks. Except, yeah, let's put that bitch. Let's put it right. Oh fuck! Somebody picked it up. Okay, install. Should we make a game room? Y'all want to make a game room? Where would I put it? It needs to be in a place that has like traffic. See, this is the part of the game where I'm not creative. Actually, no, we'll put it over here. Yeah, it'll be like, you know what? Oh my god, can we build it out of something? Steel? Oh, yeah, let's build a steel playroom. Yes. This is so stupid. Steel. Can I build a steel floor too? Yeah, dude. Just to keep it clean. Hell yeah, boy. Oh, dude, this is sick, actually. I'm spending money on this man cave. We're going to put 4 of these. I want to install this. Probably, we can put that in the corner. I'm going to put it here. Oh, that's perfect. Yes, architect. And then we're going to put... Wait, can I do a couch? Plain leather, Carabel leather. No. Yeah, let's do a plain leather couch. Well, that's like a single recliner thing. How much do I have? 100. That's all I have. Yeah, I just have one. Then I would just have to build... Ooh, a silver dining chair? $450? Fuck! Uranium dining chair? Can you imagine? What about steel? Would steel make it nicer? Hold on, I'm actually curious. Does it say anything? I don't know. Beauty. I think wood is fine. Like, they'll be really nice wood. You know, it's like really nice wood. Okay. What else is like a decoration? And put a cooler in here. Yeah, put a cooler in the corner. Structure. Oh, this should be an ornate door. Yeah, but I don't have the gold for it. Okay. One of the main reasons I made it out of steel is because I want this to be like kind of one of my defensive outbuildings right here. Because the nature of this game is that you're gonna get huge attacks, and they're gonna. I mean, you can't. I mean, the difficulty I played on, it's kind of impossible to ever not lose, or at least lose something. You know, you have to sacrifice something. Like something has to break, and that again, I think that's part of running a country too. sometimes, sacrifice is needed. Um, and obviously, I mean, it can't be performative sacrifice. It has to be like real sacrifice. And we don't see that a lot. There's not a lot of like inspiring sacrifice. I mean, we've had these unjust wars in our own real life country, and that's just been that's been tough to deal with. It's been weird, man. Yeah, I do want to make button down pants. And then I guess a parka. Yeah. Because it does get cold sometimes, even though it's permanent summer here. Yeah, it's 57, but you can get a cold snap. It makes it like 20. So people might want a parka. Is it worse to like overheat and die, or is it worse to freeze to death? Man, that's a fucked up question. What do you guys think? Yeah, I do. I need some cloth. Yeah, am I getting double strand? Oh no, I'm doing plate armor. Oh, I already did double strand. Oh yeah. Wait. Can I? I don't know if anybody has high enough level for it though. Tilled soil. This is a mod that lets me do tilled soil. That's not part of the normal game. Let's do a little one for now. I don't even know if I can plant it. Yeah, so I don't know if anyone has, what is it? It's growing skill. Does anyone have the growing skill past 10? We're at 10. Let's see, growing is... Wait, where is that? Is that, oh, is that plants? Yes. 5, 3, 2, 4, 3. Oh, Iro does. What? Bro's a botanist. Okay. Iro. Make sure he's on rank 1 for grow. And yeah, grow, dude. Fucking do it, asshole. We have a few items to sell, it says. It's Kambaka. Are you still sleepy? You're a little sleepy, but I need you to go talk to the nice man, even though you're a little sleepy. Yeah, we're selling you this. Medicine. He has an EMP launcher. Mechanized depleting shields. Yeah, I don't need that, bro, but thanks. Yeah, I'll buy the nice medicine, too. Fuck it. I think the nice medicine, I feel like that's worth it. Because you can, like, the chance of being able to save a life is actually under fucking rated, man. Alright, is this gonna just burn my shit up? Like, what's going on? There is a precedent for just building like 2 layers of steel. Yeah, I think I could do that. We'll just do steel. And that's just to make sure that fire doesn't get close enough to my house to actually light it on fire. Yeah, fire is interesting. This game does a good job of simulating how it can burn across just a natural like lightning strike. So you need fire. You know, I mean, it's very difficult to maintain forests, you know, in a way that prevents fire. And you know, foresters know that. It's sometimes just kind of the government's funding scheme that they don't want to, you know, burn the forest. But it's like, well, we kind of should. We kind of need to burn the forest down and do it in a controlled fashion. That's silver. Yeah, we'll take the silver. Dude, I kind of just want all the steel. Because I'm not going to have that much. And I need to implement it as quickly as possible. So that's a thing. So when you have a really rare resource too, like a natural resource, I mean, controlling that resource on a government level and implementing it sustainably is super important. And I mean, we are fucking that up right now in the US because, I mean, our use of fossil fuels, our use of the precious minerals, I mean, the shit that we're using it for right now is kind of wild. And that could be a little hypocritical of me because here I am on a computer just playing a video game just for fun. I'm not even like doing any important work. And you know, the silicone and the rare earth minerals that go into this device, they could have been used better for like a scientific, you know, some kind of scientific research or, you know, something like that. Something that actually would help humanity other than me just fucking playing video games. But the counterpoint to that is like the device itself is still capable of it, and it's just kind of what can the market bear for the device, and that kind of starts going into real life economics. But did you plan any of this? Under allowed skill pencil. Wait, so what is? Is it? Oh wait, not handsome. Yeah. Alright. There we go, dude. Okay. This is looking pretty good. Is this guy fucking like recruited yet? Jeez. Oh yeah, he ate without a table. That's my bad, man. That is my bad. Where's the little table? Here. So part of this game, the mechanic is the richer that your settlement gets, like overall. So like if everyone has an excellent bed versus a shitty bed, you're gonna attract bigger and harder raids. So you want to be careful about accruing any unnecessary wealth. And this, I don't know, it kind of relates to real life, not really, but it's just the idea that like, if you're going to show off wealth, you need to be like, sort of, what's the word? You need to be tactical with that. Well, I should say tactful. Yeah, I mean more so just tactful in general. Like if you're gonna tell somebody, you know, if you're gonna say somebody that you're rich, I mean you need to like make sure that you're focused on what they're probably say in response. I don't know, I see so much dumb shit. Alright, we'll just do it there. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Just a little buffer. This is going really well. I want to think about a large defensive project. The Department of Defense, you know, this is kind of a weak spot, but I would like to fortify this. Although, technically, this is a strong spot. Man, I have a lot of fucking birds. How many birds are in here? Yeah, we're gonna go over here. So what we're gonna do here, we have steel. We're gonna start with wood. And yeah, we're gonna go straight from there. We'll go over here, I think. And we're gonna build a wall over here. And then we're gonna build a wall down to here. Just, yeah, about like that. And when they finish that, I'm gonna put another whole layer to it. It's gonna be a double thick wall. So, I mean, it's kind of funny because Donald Trump wants to build a wall. You know, he's been all about to build the wall, and here I am building a wall. I mean, you know, when you live in times of roving bandits, like, yeah, building a wall is absolutely the move. Yeah, I want to do great bow. I want a great bow. So let's build a smithy. Yeah, in here. Wood block crafting spots. Oh. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. I think we can just do one for now. Yeah, I could do that. I think one for now is fine. Oh no, the light leather armchair is poor. God damn it. That sucks. Beauty 16. Is that different from this one? Beauty 4. Oh wow, yeah. So having just better quality shit improves the beauty as well. Oh shit, Dwarven Muffin? Damn, 500 each though. I won't be able to afford that. I mean, I could sell every turkey. Yeah, dude, I could tech switch. I mean, yeah. Turkeys are worth more than ducks. Do I just drop all the ducks? Let me just go through this. So not turkey. It would be duck, duck, turkey, duck, 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 turkey, 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 turkey. And then one dwarven, 461. Yeah, I could do it. And then, I don't need that. Component, gold. Ooh, the gold could be cool too. I could build the billiard table. Ooh, no, I can't afford it. let's like have these numbers, like 6, 10, wait, no, 5, 8, 6, okay, let's do 8, 9, 7. Whoops, I'm at 7. And we'll do 8 and... Yeah, dude, I accept your terms. Hell yeah, dude. All of my ducks. I still have some ducks left, though, guys. Don't worry. I sold some ducks. They have a nice home now. But now I have some rare dwarven muffin. Ooh. And I have a male and a female, so I should be able to get an increased number of them. Alright, let's check out the smithy here. I want to make the great bow. I should make helmets. 6 and plate armor. 6. I might make a few more recurves. Well, no, I'm gonna just wait for the great bow. Yeah. And then I'll make maybe a gladius. Details. So use steel. You could use anything, honestly. Not uranium. Gold. No. Could use plasteel. Okay. And then the gladius, same thing. You could plasteel it if you want. Okay. Do I have anyone to craft? Yeah, Hansel. But yeah, he can do crafting and art, tailoring and smithing. Alright, nice. That should be real good. Yeah, this is going well. How's the defense project going? Yeah, it's always a big undertaking, but it's worth it. See, the thing about having a really good defense like we do in the USA right now is that you can have the most liberal immigration policies you can imagine. And it's because you just have such robust security. And we have a culture of security. You know, I mean, it's like our country is good, bro. Like we are fucking cruising right now. There is no reason to be afraid, you know? And think that like, oh, like people are coming in and taking our shit, or the trans people are taking our shit. Like there's no such thing, bro. Like we're big. We're huge. And people just don't fucking get that. Like we are fucking huge right now. Malnutrition. Oh no, I'm losing the first ducks to malnutrition. Okay. So, that would indicate that the muffin might not be able to. Now, I don't know why they're not eating the stuff. Fresh, refrigerated. Maybe if I build the animal flap. see, yeah, they can't get in. Alright, fuck, dude. Where is he? Oh, he's gonna die. Treat? Wait, are you not a doctor? Whoops, sorry. Here, hold this though. That was my fault. I was looking at ducks and shit or whatever. So, my bad, boys. My bad, boys. He's got a revolver. I don't really have anything. Yeah, I'm gonna sell him the war mask. That's it. A little bit of silver. Yeah, so this works better. So they're able to eat now. Because I do want I do want a little bit of a population crash. So that's something you have to think about with food infrastructure. That's again why food remains important. I mean, housing remains important. You know, the army is something that it remains important, but it's kind of like we don't really know how important. But like food and housing, everybody needs to have food and a place to sleep. Otherwise, you're just not really a human. You know, like you're like a monkey. So, and it sucks because it just makes it so you have to like survive in the wild. So we should give all people. Should give everybody fucking food and housing. Like that should be kind of what our taxes and stuff go towards. And then third being like medicine, hospital. But again, I feel like everyone, like we just need more workers in that area and just make it like not as a capital intensive. Donkey. Oh yeah, donkey. We need to make it not as capital intensive. He's incapable of social. Jesus Christ. And he's ugly. That's not good. I don't have a great bow. Oh, nice. Everyone has. Okay. Yeah, can you research great bow, bitch? Jeez, it's taking forever. Taking goddamn ever. It's been a long 36 years. Wait, that was his son? Oh, I didn't know that. Damn, bro. Yeah, that's tough. so much. I'm gonna be able to support a lot of animals. They will prepare. Oh no, dude, they have guns. Uh-oh. I mean, I'm gonna have to set up over there. Dude, that is so bad. What do they have? They have 1 shotgun, 3 pistols. They have 2 rifles, 1 assault rifle. Actually, what is this? It's a heavy SMG. Okay. Damn, heavy SMG. That just sounds fucked. So I definitely need to just stay at range. I don't know, man. I mean, there's really no win condition. This is gonna require everything to win. Who are the melee guys? Hansel is... Donkey doesn't even have a weapon. So wait, Donkey, Lena, and Hansel are gonna stand here. Everyone else is gonna stand here. I'm gonna bait them up so that they have to walk through all the traps at least, and that. But I mean, even with that, I don't see a win condition here. I think at least 2 people are going to die on my team. I mean, I'm gonna have to kill at least 4 or 5 of them. So I mean, we're gonna technically win. I think we can win. This guy has some kind of jacket. Dude, he's got a flak jacket. Dude, fuck. He's got a flak jacket. Oh, fuck, and a flak vest? Dude, shit. Flak pants? Bro. I don't know, man. I think we just get wiped out here. All right. Lena first, then Donkey, then Hansel. Yeah, whatever. And then everyone else out. Dude, they can shoot so far. Get out there, Hansel. Actually, you know what? Oh my god, he just ate like a full fucking... Oh no. thing Iroh's incapable of carrying. Oh. Everyone's gonna die. Every single person. And it's because Iroh can't treat. Yeah, they all got kidnapped. Yeah, this is burning. Yeah. Dude, that is crazy. I love these endings though. That's such, like, that's literally the worst thing you can imagine. Just getting raided. It's because we just didn't have enough people. We didn't have enough labor. You know, we just didn't have enough manpower. That was the only reason. I mean, having a lot of guns helps, but like, it's like that only matters so much as like if nobody else has guns. But if other people also have guns, and you have to create a coalition. I think he survives this. Yeah. Maybe. No, actually, I mean, he's gonna fall down. He's gonna pass out. Wait, what? Who is this? A man in black. What? What is this? Annoying voice and kind. He's a 47-year-old defector. He's a child spy. Does he have really good skills? No. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Dude, what the fuck? That's so funny. So it's just Iroh. I mean, did I say he's like the worst one? No, I think it was Hansel. But I mean, Hansel, you know, he did die heroically, so I guess you could argue for that. So I killed one guy. So that was terrible. Yeah, it was Kong and Lino. Or I don't know. Yeah, I forget, dude. Okay, 2 more graves. Well, at least all my nice animals survived. Yay! Dude, I had a lot of people. That was going well. I guess we'll keep playing this. I don't have it on Randy Random, so I have it on like the Cassandra Storyteller or whatever. So I mean, it shouldn't be that bad. Oh, is that the only reason he was doing it? That's funny. Damn it, I keep fucking it up. No, I want it to go here. There we go. Alright. Did you build those? Okay, prioritize.
have to be able to do everything. So. Doctor first. I guess he's good at hunting. Do firefighting.
I mean, this guy's just gonna be the cleanup guy.
There's really not much else to it.
Because I have a lot of food. I mean, I'm gonna lose a lot of it to just raw fucking expiration, but
alright, what does Iro do? I'm just thinking here. So he's not even really a researcher. But I'm gonna make him one. Yeah, grow. He'll be the construction guy. 6, plant cut. Oh yeah. Firefight. Definitely patient. Yeah, something like that. Compared to honestly, this fire doesn't threaten us, so yeah, I'm gonna just remove it from his priority list. So we buried both of them. I mean, that is interesting. 4 of them got kidnapped. We don't know if they survived or not, because they were definitely bleeding. Now, Iroh's capable of violence, yeah. And he can shoot. Okay. So we'll give him the SMG. He's just gonna be like pop, pop, pop. Oh, yeah, buddy. Well, this game just got kind of weird. This is fun though because it just shows you how like a civilization can evolve. Because like the best people died, you know, the best people are gone, so it's just up to who's left to carry on the legacy. You know, even if they aren't the best people. I mean, Iroh, you know, he's the sole survivor here. She. They have like these gender neutral names. She is a sole survival, and she's incapable of caring. Like she was bullied, so she's or she is a bully. Wait, is that what that means? She tormented other people for fun. An elderly assigned her to a hunting party at an early age. Okay. Yeah, so she's kind of a dick. You know, the bully is the one that survives. So, and that's kind of like, it's kind of fucked up. But then you look at like her needs, like she's really sad because my friend Squid died, colonies laws, and that's gonna last for 16 days. Yeah, for Squid. My friend Kambaka lost. Regatta died. The only thing keeping her spirits up are low expectations, and I think that's kind of an interesting thing to think about. Just having low expectations, like that's kind of a powerful thing. Oh, they don't have anything to trade. Never mind. You know what? Let's not do haul. Let's do clean first. Because, yeah, I just want to get everything cleaned up. It's kind of fucked up. Like, I mean, when you have no manpower suddenly, like you have way more infrastructure than you have labor to sustain. It just literally becomes about maintenance, you know, like because you know the thing is going to shrink, but it's not like you can, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, you can't create a new system. You just have to use the old system as it shrinks and crumbles, and that's sort of what's happening in the U.S. right now. We are losing people. I mean, we're shrinking. Our economy is going to start shrinking if we keep doing things the way we're doing it. And it's just because we have fewer people, like our birth rate is low, and we're not allowing like immigrants to come in and kind of make up for that. And a lot of countries are suffering from this, so it makes you think like, who is the country that's going to capitalize on this first and become, you know, the greatest country of the 21st century? Which, to be honest with you, is going to be kind of like a snowball effect, because you're not really going to be able to make up for it next century. Like in, you know, 2200, it's not going to suddenly be like, well, in 2100, I shouldn't say 2100, it's not like suddenly the USA is going to have some kind of thing, you know, like, oh, it's 2100 now, it's our turn. It's like, well, no, I mean, whoever won the 2000s is going to win the 2100s. That's not true for the 1900s, and it's just because of like our technological leaps. Yeah, just watching this guy clean, right? It's kind of weird, like cathartic. Like you gotta you gotta clean up a little bit after the disaster. I feel like that's what we're going to be doing in real life for a long time. We're just going to be cleaning up. Wait, why is he going so far? Is that really how far the home area extends? Jeez. There's a cougar. cougar is just gonna be there, man. I don't care. As long as you don't hunt my people. Alright, Iroh, he's ready to go. Yeah, construction, growing, plant cutting. Are they both bad at this? Yeah, he's better. Actually, no, we'll make firefight 2. Yeah. Because that means, I mean, the ones will overtake it. Yeah, we'll do that. 3, so what's 2? Handle? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. 2 is clean. Yeah, okay. Wait, what? What is the unit for this? Is that per day? Well, if it goes down to 60, I guess I'll see. Dude, look at how many fucking... I'm gonna have a huge population crash. Jeez, man. I mean, there's nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it, and it's gonna be just real bad. It's gonna be like, just so many birds are all gonna die at the same time. A lot of fucking birds. So if you're squeamish about all of these birds being dead, like within, I mean, I still don't know the metric for how it measures the nutrition stuff. 3. I think it's just, I don't know. Is that per, that must be like per season maybe. Because it's going down. But, I don't know. Anyway. Alright, almost everything is clean. And he's taking more ducks. Even though, dude, that's gonna be a full-time job. Yeah, see, this again, this is where the labor comes into mind. Like, we don't need this much fucking chicken. And that's sort of like what it is in real life right now. Like, we have so much poultry. We just don't need that much. Look at how many are in here, man. Like, if I had 100 people, I would want this many. This is fascinating, though. I mean, the game gets really slow at this point because you can't really research and, like, construct. Like, you can't grow at all. And again, I mean, just not having enough labor, like, that just destroys countries. Like, you're fucked. And it's happening to a lot of countries in real life right now, but it's also kind of the idea that whoever the country is, again, whatever country decides to just have open borders and they just pay, well, they don't pay people, they give them food and housing. And then they just make it super fucking easy to get a job or go to school, you know? And you can just pick from really simple, easy shit. Like, I mean, food. I mean, the first one being food. And I mean, we see that in the US, the idea of agricultural seasonal workers. Like, it's just important. Like, if we have a lot of those, it just makes food so cheap and so easy to just mass produce. And it really secures the country's ability to just have like a lot of just fucking lentils are gone. All the pemmican is gone. I don't even know if I had pemmican. But I still have a good amount of rice. And then corn, yeah, corn lasts even longer. In fact, maybe I should. Maybe I should swap the corn and the rice just because rice doesn't last as long. Yeah, let's do that. So let's do rice and corn. And then, can this still hold? Yeah, both. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, I think that works. Oh my god, yeah, they have to clean up there too. That's right. Man, he's carrying a lot of fucking shit. Wait, haul the corn. Yeah. I want you to haul the rice. I want you to haul more rice. Actually, I kind of don't. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, the calculus in my mind is not going to work anyway. I don't think the population cliff. I mean, I would have to take away this all now. In fact, yeah, I don't know. Let's just do that. I literally gain nothing from just having huge amounts of birds right now. It's almost like a pestilence. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get the population, cliff going here. Let's fucking go, boys. They're actually still working on the wall too, which is funny. It's just so that raiders that are not super interested in going straight, they just walk around the wall. And it lets me kind of control the security a bit, in terms of like the choke point for where they are allowed to get in. So and that's like, honestly, it is one reason I really do not like Republicans is because they really are bad. They're very bad at just managing the border. And Democrats are not really that good either, but like at least they have some kind of like policy, like they have this idea that like it's something you can have a conversation about and decide like scientifically like what would be the best way to do immigration, and I mean have security, but it's not even like a big deal. Like there's not like security threats all over everywhere. Like they exist, but it's really not that big a deal. And I think Republicans froth at the mouth when they hear that. It's just not that big a deal, dude. Like the reason 9/11 happened is just because of what we've been exporting, like the shit that we've been doing to other people. But I mean, in terms of having our own cool country to live in, I mean, imagine that. That's like a separate thing.
But then the dwarves, yeah, the dwarven Mufton can go. Okay. Alright, Valo's about to kill like 100 fucking ducks. Alright, you know what? With that in mind, we can put the rice back. You know what? Let me manage this a little more. So, young male. Yeah, this should be lower. And then this can be like 35. And then that can be whatever. This should be, yeah, like 35 and 10. Yeah.
A group of pigs have joined. Ooh, ooh, fucking piggies.
Piggies. Piggly Wiggly. Rope that pig. Rope them pigs in here. Yeah, I'll take pigs. Pigs would be good, dude. Wait, you can't do both of them? Oh, man, are you serious? Alright, fuck. One of you needs to cook. Oh no, they're both at 0. Because the leather, I mean, I don't want them to rot. The leather at least would be valuable, so I want to see if I can. I'm gonna build another butcher table, honestly. Build a copy. How much wood do I have? Ooh, I only have 100 wood. I think there's some lying around. Yeah, there is. Ooh, wait. What's your social for? He's got 5 social. Yeah, dude, let's just sell some ducks here. What? Why does it let me type? Oh, like negative. Yeah, 5 or whatever, 6. Yeah, I'm gonna sell like kind of half here, duck. Can do like 25 of that one. Yeah, because I bet this guy has some shit that I want, right? $40 an hour? What does that mean?
doctor care, and then recruit. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there, boys. We're building a new country after fucking raiders came. And we're going to use scientific discovery to lead the country. Oh, God, it's so difficult having a huge dick. Makes life so difficult. You just want to stay inside all the time and play video games. Oh, my penis is just too large. Dude, that is so many ducks. Jesus. Do we have rice? Yeah, can we get some rice? Wait, why would you put it there? No, no rice allowed. Or I thought this is critical. Why wouldn't you put it in there? Why would you put duck meat here? Wait, what? Meat? Duck meat's not allowed. Why would he do that? I guess it's because of that mod, maybe? And he drops everything? Dude, he hit level 1 in cooking. Oh my god, we are fucked. That's the thing, it's kind of funny, like, I haven't talked about cooking yet. Because, I mean, it is important to have cooking. You know, food. But, like, does it really need to be that good? Like, really? Oh yeah, what are the bills for the... Yeah, honestly, I think I can drop that. Wait, and no fine meals. Well, we can... Here, I'll just suspend this. Yeah. We'll just do panicking. Well, I'll keep this simple. We'll just do... Instead of a happy meal, we'll do a fucking value meal, alright? Isn't that funny how that works with food? I mean, technically to survive, like to have a long life, you don't need like really good, yummy food. You just need food, you know, healthy food that just powers your body, you know? So it's kind of interesting. So can you put this in the delivery? Where did you put them? Oh, he put them in there. Put more in there. Doodly 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 doo, buddy. Yeah, I'm just gonna shrink the zone here. And same with this. Because we're just not gonna need that much food. But I'll allow sowing again, sowing. I would like to get this devil strand harvested. But I probably will just stop the sowing for now. Dude, look at all the Z's. Catching some Z's. There's like a bunch of dead ones inside, too. I didn't even make that much leather. Fuck. Butcher creature forever. Oh, there's no fresh corpses. Wow. Can you pick up multiple corpses? No. Yeah, I mean, I really should just try to clean out. Oh my duck. Just do that today. This is funny. I mean, this is tedious, but I think it'll pay off because I'm going to have generations of lung rot otherwise. And it's just never going to stop. I mean, they're just going to keep getting sick. And I mean, it's funny. This is a lot like the U.S. just agricultural system. Like, if we just have these birds all sick, it's like, well, you just got to let them get sick, man. I mean, what happens? Like, what are you going to do? Like, you got to kill them all, and then you need to, like, dispose of their bodies, and that's a lot of labor. It can be a little painful, too, to have to kill so fucking many. I don't know if I have enough room. I'm going to have to expand this again. Yeah, now they're mad that it's hot. Wait, did that prisoner die? Oh, I did have a prisoner. I completely forgot about them. They died, I guess. I guess they didn't feed them. I have Warden at 1 for him. Yeah. I have some traps. Hopefully he runs over a trap. Come on, bud, over here. Yeah, I don't have any around my house, though. I need to do that. miles away. Oh, nice. Okay, forgot his ass. Yeah, I don't want it to get to the pen. Yeah, I fucking hate balloon rats. Oh my god, are you kidding me? How many people? Oh fuck, 4 people? I do have guns, but damn. Are they attacking immediately? No. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Oh shit! Sad wandering? Fuck. Here, can you like have fun or something? You can't tell them to have fun. Nice shot. Shot one of my turkeys. Oh. Nice. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Is this person... Wait. Ooh, they're about to die. Yeah, tending. And you just get doctor care. They should be fine. Let's see. Yeah. The treatment, yeah, is shorter than the time they will die. Good. Alright. I have Warden as 1 for both of them, so I don't want another prisoner to die. Oh my god, I can't click. Iroh's still wandering. Damn. Can you feed them? Alright, I'm gonna have to watch this prisoner to make sure they don't starve. realize they actually moved them all. Alright. Yeah, I should put down a few. Let's do there, there. Definitely there. That'll be the triple system here and a triple here. Actually, that's fine. And then that. Yeah, and that's kind of it. I mean, I'm gonna put one here and here. I will put one here and here. Let's do there and there. And then obviously, let's do here, 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 and here. Actually, not there. Here, here, here. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Wait, did they treat her? Or, hold on. Oh, fuck. He's too slow, you need to. Oh no, that's right. Iroh still is uncaring. Oh my god. Is Ballo gonna make it? I completely forgot about that. And I only have 2 fucking medicines. He's puking. Oh my god. Dude, that sucks. Alright, well. Oh no, she's incapable of intellectual, crafting, violent, and social. I don't know if I want her, man. She would just be like a little work robot. I would not be attached to her in any way. Which sounds bad, but I mean, damn, dude. Innocent prisoner died. Okay. For the pemmican. Oh no, not my pemmican. See, the handling thing, they need to slaughter first. Slaughtering should always be the first thing. Well, I mean, they're just all gonna keep dying. Like, he's trying to treat them of their illness, and you know what? I need to make it so he's not a doctor. Tend to animals. Yeah, so don't tend to or feed animals, please. Because they're going to die anyway, and I mean, you just gotta be realistic, bro. Because, like, we have people, like, we have a vision, you know, and I know, and that's kind of difficult, but we have a vision. Oh, so Iroh can slaughter. Oh, even though he's incapable of, or no, he's not incapable of violence. He can do violence, right? No, he's incapable of caring, right? So he can kill. Of course he can kill. This is so funny. It's like, I have a lot of kills in this game. It's like, oh, dude, did you kill a bunch of bandits and raiders? And it's like, no, a lot of turkeys and ducks. I'm a duck genocider. Yep, they're starving to death. Yeah, there's still 3 fertile eggs in there, so more will be born, and they'll just be born into a starvation place. Oh, wait. You can't harvest without having the zone in the area where you want to harvest. That's interesting. Okay, well, I'll just do that. Yeah, can we... I want to butcher more. Because they drop leather, don't they? Or bird skin? 38 bird skin. No. Oh, this guy's a flak vest, too. Yeah, dude, butchering and hauling the dead animals. I mean, this is worth it, though, because this is like a gold mine for food. And food food. I mean, I already have the housing I need. I mean, I could use a little medicine. Um, so I could do this and then just do like that kind of thing. Yeah, I can definitely use more medicine. It's kind of weird though. I have to like click on each one. Oh shit. Yeah, but I don't want you to do it for humans. I don't know. There's probably some option. Yeah, I'm not getting any bird leather. So I guess turkeys and honestly, that kind of makes me want to just abort the whole thing. Because I think I would get it from pigs and from muffins. So I think I'm not going to kill them though. I'm going to sell them to the next guy that will buy. I'll just sell as many fucking turkeys as I can. I'll just sell all the males or something, and then that way we won't have as much. In fact, I mean, why don't I just manage it right now? Let's just do one and one here. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that's so annoying. Alright, they'll stop reproducing. Holy shit, dude. That would be wild. That would just be the fucking shit. The shit end of the stick. Alright, I'm slowly getting doggo over here. And then you go feed yourself. Yeah. Then go to bed, bro. Can I make that the default? Wealth? I don't care about wealth. Yeah, population. Yeah, I had 7 free colonists, and then I had 2. Well, I didn't. I had 1. I mean, I had 1 for a little while. I guess the man in black came right as the other one died. Which obviously is just a choice by the storyteller RPG AI to just at least give me a little bit of a hope. Okay, I feel like that would probably do it. I guess treating is good. He's gonna learn his doctor skill really quickly. Yeah, he's 20% ahead. Dude, this is just gonna be the boneyard. The boneyard. I think it's interesting though, nothing's happening really. And maybe it's because I'm losing so many animals, they think that I'm struggling or something, but I'm very much just like, I mean, nothing's happening, but I mean, I'm slowly winning over Daga. So I mean, anything that I can do to just stall for time right now against the storyteller. And I wonder if like just having animals die over and over is like, oh man, this guy's life, like he's already struggling. Like we're not gonna send him any new shit. And it's like, oh yeah, definitely, dude. It's more like you better send the animals some shit because they're getting fucked right now. get all the rotting ones. Yeah, good. I'm getting more pigs now. Oh, fuck. See, one of my Muffin just died. I think it was from lung rot. That could be really bad news. I don't know how many I had, and I don't know what the spread on... Okay, good. I still have a male and a female. I wish I could, like, do this for all of them. Yeah, like, this whole generation of ducks is gonna get no medical care. And it's just, like, they keep trying to... But, like, all the new ones born, I'm not gonna go back, because I think that will be fine. It'll be just a good way to replace. Yeah, Piglet 1 can have. Actually, Doctor. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, hold that. Daga can like cook. Oh yeah, cooking. Oh dude, hell yeah. I don't think you need to do the skeletal remains. I'd rather you just cut trees down. Probably. Dude, he's really bad at it though. Fuck. Never mind. That's funny. He's like legit just really bad at that. They're both bad at cooking though. And they're both bad at handling. Oh no, not Ducky. Ducky, Ducky, Ducky. I'm scrolling my phone like a true millennial. What is this? I don't know, dude. Fucking pages like this, they're just fucking sales. Bullshit. Oh my god. Hello? Dude, there's so many. I have so many stories muted on my Instagram. Little buddy. Oh, an excellent. Oh, hey, Dogger joint. Okay, sick. I didn't even notice that. Okay, and yeah, what's the health like? Oh man, muscle parasites. That's not good. Itchy eye, bite scar. So they're really bad at shooting. So they're gonna have to learn. So that's why they are gonna get number 1 on hunting. Dog. Yeah, no more cooking for you two. Well, they can butcher. Yeah, that's it though. And then handling. Nobody has that. Yeah, no hunting there. Well, I guess they're good at it. Construction. Yeah, I kind of want just one person to do construction here. Plant, cut, mine. They all suck at mining. Four, six. Ambrosia. What am I looking for though? Yeah, they don't really have much that I want. I like that medicine. I can do that and get rid of that. They don't want any animals. Yeah, I'm gonna just drop a bunch of shit because this guy has a lot of money. And I would like to get at least some of it. Yeah, the ambrosia. Maybe the components. Yeah, dude, let's turn components into silver, yeah. Because I just don't need components right now. Okay. We need wood. Yeah, I feel like this should be fine. I can kind of just leave it at this. Because I think I can just start producing enough rice to keep them alive. It'll just depend. Yeah, the Muffin and the pigs. This is so annoying. I could build a steel armor. That's too What's his? Yeah, his construction's 5. Wait, what? Are there any important things about like a muffin here? Okay, the muffin are here. And pigs are That's all I really care. Oh yeah, how's his infection?
Wait, what?
Alright, I'm gonna have to be ready to fucking kill Iroh, I guess. A Scoria infection. There's no way I'm ever gonna fucking. Oh, I thought they would attack me. Yeah, I mean, I think Iroh just starves to death. That's too bad, dude. That's nuts, man. This game does not get any easier. Wait, oh, he can eat? Oh well. right, bye bye.